Welcome to SBAM's Eye on Lansing. Hi, I'm Tony Stamas, Vice President of Government Relations for the Small Business Association of Michigan.
And I'm Mike Marzano, Director of Government Relations for SBAM.
Mike, this was kind of a week when they start legislatures out, but they started looking ahead to the fall already. Obviously, legislators are back. They're working on their campaigns and elections. But this fall, there'll be a number of items coming up. Energy legislation that's been talked about as an organization. We've really been working hard to make sure that there's a voice for small business in this legislation. And we'll continue to work with legislators to make sure that occurs, because that's such an essential component in terms of the work small business does. Also, reforms to medical marijuana continues to be out there. No-fault insurance discussion will continue to be in the forefront, along with some reforms we're really pushing for the HICA, the Health Insurance Claims Assessment. I got some good legislation through the Senate. We want to continue to work with the House and the administration. Get rid of that assessment, which is really a disincentive for small businesses to offer insurance, and we think there's a good plan in place to replace that. The governor this week did veto some legislation that had come out, auto parts that had been passed through the House and the Senate. I think the governor said there were some legitimate pieces in there in terms of protecting people that were getting auto parts from suppliers, from dealers, but that it was too broad and that it could have some impacts and cost. And so they may start that one over again and come back with something a little narrower. Former Representatives Courser and Gamrat back in the news. A hearing in Ingham County Court. The Attorney General charges against former Representative Gamrat were both dropped, and there was a couple charges, but most of those against former Representative Courser will proceed to a hearing that'll be coming up in the not too distant future. So, for a legislature not being in, still a lot of large items out there, a lot of discussion. I know that in terms of this is the first time in a long time where we're not going to see any ballot proposals unless there's one that's still out there.
Yeah, Tony, recreational marijuana has been discussed for the last probably about a year right now, and there's been several groups that have been trying to get that on the ballot in Michigan. One in particular, they received the number of signatures that they needed. The problem was that they didn't get enough signatures in the time frame necessary, and recently the governor and the legislature passed legislation that said that there's a 180-day window to collect these signatures. This group received a majority of theirs that were outside of that window. The Board of Canvassers voted 4-0 to not let that proposal on the ballot, but I know that this group has sued right now and is trying to get those on the ballot. So we're going to pay attention to that and see where that goes. Another exciting thing that happened this week, our Political Action Committee Board of Directors met and made some endorsements and our stamps of approval. Okay. So I would ask everybody to look out next week. We will be announcing those, and we're very excited with the candidates that we've selected, and we look forward to seeing what they can do in the race leading up to the fall. And also a reminder, our annual meeting is on June 23rd. If you have not signed up for it yet, go to our website, sbam.org, to check it out and make sure that you get your tickets. They're going fast. And we hope everybody has a great weekend. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Small Business Association of Michigan, and on Twitter @SBAM.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks.